certified by this gentleman right here, Brendan Bouchard, who wrote High Performance Habits. The 5 high performance habits and how to apply them in your life for a brighter future. Let's get going. I'm going to give you a gift at the end. You go to Connect, pk.connect, to get the course. It's a $300 course. Stay around. I want to incentivize you to go through these 5. Because if you understand these 5 high performance habits, your future will be brighter. Okay, let's talk about clarity first. All right, clarity. You got to know your mission, your direction. You got to know where you want to go. Because if you don't have clarity in your life, any distraction will knock you off. Any distraction. Clarity helps your focus, helps your excitement, helps you to apply a skill that's proven. I mean, these are the high performance habits, and clarity is the second session of the 12 module course I'm going to provide you with. So clarity, get clear. I always do 3 projects, 5 moves. Every week I have 3 projects. Most of the time they're the same projects. Some of the moves may change, but 3 projects, 5 moves every single week. I use Brendan Bouchard's productivity worksheet, and it'll be provided if you send us a support ticket and say productivity worksheet. Okay, let's get going to energy. I think energy is misunderstood, like either have it or you don't. No, you generate it. You generate it. I get up at 3:30. Now, at 3:30 in the afternoon, after 12 hours, your energy can start to dip. But if you start generating at that time something that provides you with that connection, I use phone calls. I call people every afternoon on the patio with the sun and just enjoying the birds and the bees and making phone calls, checking up on my friends, saying, what do you need? What do you love to do? If I haven't talked to them in a while, what are you working on that I might be able to help you with? Who would you like to meet? This is the kind of conversations that energize you, that generate that energy. So at 3:30, I'm like putting another battery pack on myself, and it generates a higher level. So I go up to the next couple hours, and then I start consuming information, consuming what I might have missed during the day, because it's passive learning, but I always have my journal out. Not always, but most of the time, where I can write something I learned. So it's intentional listening as opposed to just consuming information. Apply what you're learning, and that will help your energy level. The other thing I do for energy level is I don't do social media. So I'm not taxing my brain with no, like, comment, share. No, wait, like, comment, share. Those are judgments. It's putting a tax on your brain. And when you do that, that's how you can become mentally fatigued. So for the last 3.5 years, I've done almost zero social media. I now don't even want to go on social media because I've seen the benefits of my energy level by taking that out of my life. I'm creating most of the day versus consuming. Make that distinction. If you find yourself watching TV for 4 hours a day, which the average American does, cut out some of your TV time and shift it to creating whatever it is. If you want to create basket weaving, do it. It's creating that gives us the energy that's possible. All right, courage. When I was growing up, I was always hesitant to speak up. What if I say the wrong thing And I did, and I do. But you know what? Maybe it's a stroke. Maybe it's getting a little older. I don't give a rip. I just speak up to be curious. Ask a question. When you start doing that, you get more courageous and more courageous, and that helps build your courage muscle. So just speak up, stretch you out of your comfort zone. There's nothing worthwhile accomplished in your comfort zone. It's always when we stretch ourselves. Get out of your comfort zone. By getting out of your comfort zone, you grow. And when you grow, you get excited. That's why that is such an important part of courage is stepping out of your comfort zone. Do something challenging. Our brain loves novelty, new, and something that challenges us. So challenge yourself with something new. You might be surprised. You might like it. And when you like it, you lean into it and you get excited. So that helps build the courage. Now, the next one's productivity. Now, productivity is where you can move the most needle because in my over the 50 years, I've always been tuned in to being productive. When DVRs came out and you could breeze through the commercials, I would breeze through every commercial to get to the beat. So a 30-minute show would have 20 minutes of content. The rest would be commercials. So I was always trying to get more productive because I had to get enough done. When you have that ADH brain, you got an active brain, you always got something going on. So you're always trying to get too much done instead of being clear about what you want to get done, prioritizing what you need to get done. So I break the 24-hour day into 3 5-hour days. 3 5-hour days. I have it in my journal. I could show you right here. I keep it handy because I'm always trying to improve it because you never know when you're going to get something that'll help your productivity. Let me see if I can find it. I just got back from vacation and I must have it in my other journal. But I have a journal and it's broken down into 3 5-hour days. So when I break down 50 minutes in an hour, I'm either on my power plate or I have a thing that exercises my legs. So I'm in a wheelchair right now, and this is for a reason. I don't use it every day. No, I do use it every day, but I don't need it to get around. But it's a reminder of where I've come from. And when you can remind yourself of the progress you make, it's a beautiful thing. On my productivity, to generate a better mindset, I write down my 3 wins. 3 wins for the last 1.5 to 2 years. In my journals, I have 22 of them now. I have a big one, a planner that Brendan Bouchard has. You can get it on Amazon. That's the best. And I have little journals like this one. And I'm always writing. Where you may be defaulting to social media or defaulting to veg out in front of a TV, my default is journaling, writing. We have between 12 and 60,000 thoughts that go through our brain every day. How do you get clear with all that information coming at you? You empty out by journaling. Reading and listening, you're putting information back. So you're always got a loop going in your productivity cycle. And journaling helps you to get that information out. There's something magical about when you start writing things. Like the night before, I'll write what I want to do the next day. I'll write when I get up, just what thoughts, dreams, things that I have on my mind. Get it out. Excuse me, the more you get it out, the better you can think. The more you get it out, the better you can think. So when you're being productive, I don't work like 8 hours straight, because when you do that, your productivity is going to dive like a dive bomb. It just will, because you can't mentally stay sharp. I'm always taking breaks on the hour. I'll go outside, sunshine, porch, make a few edits, create, then come back and do some other work, podcast, or create content, or create courses. But I'm always managing my energy level. I'm always getting out of my comfort zone and trying to push myself to do things I'm not comfortable with, because that's when I grow. I grow through uncomfortable. I lean into being uncomfortable. I cherish being uncomfortable. I love to learn. That's why I do so many podcasts, because I'm curious about people. I get to learn every single podcast I do. Every question I ask is based on the answer from the previous question. So I can go deep on a subject. I can move on from a subject. That's the beauty of podcasting. And it builds connections, because you get a wonderful relationship with people because you know their story and you're telling their story on the podcast, and you're creating a digital asset. Search me online. Just put Pete Kane, put Petakane, and put podcast, because there's a couple Pete Kanes, but there's not as many that do as much podcasting as I do, and over 1,500 videos. But I do it for the reps, because I'm getting 3 days in one. I'm doing 50 minutes in an hour, taking 10-minute breaks, recharging the battery, so I come back fired up and ready to go. I'm not like, which I used to be. And you may too. But the opportunity to grow is to know how the high performance habits work. So when you look at productivity, study that we've always had 24 hours, even 100 years ago. But we now have electricity, the internet, AI, all the modern things that get things done faster, but we still operate like we got 24 hours. But if you shift it to 3 5-hour days, get your sleep. You're going to need it for your energy. You're going to need it for your processing, for your creativity. And you will see an incredible difference in the way you process, think, and the way you operate, and how productive you are. Okay, so influence, the last. This, my friend, is part of everything we do. Let me see if I can put this up here. Hold on here. Hold on, Nelly. I'm going to go to let me see. I can't. I was trying to see if I could find. Hold on. I think I can. Yeah, that's the human drivers. Nope. Sorry, that's George's. Okay, human drivers. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, how to win friends and influence people. Influence people. When you look at Brendan Bouchard, influence is number 5. When you look at Daniel Priestley, key person of influence. What he is the best at creating content online. The best to generate interest. 11-7-11-4 is 7 hours. People have to go on a journey with you. And if they do, they get to know you, like you, and possibly trust you. They have to see you on 11 buying signals and 4 different platforms. So you want to gain influence? You have to look at the online world, because the world is now global. It's no more local. Local is good. global is better. And there's my buddy, Mark Matthews. Hello, my brother, the best coach on the planet. If you want to look up Mark Matthews and you want some unbelievable transformational coaching, get the PhD in high performance coaching. He coached me for 6 months. Major transformations because he knows human nature. He vests in himself and he's the best. He's the best at getting you transformation. I'm aspiring to be like Mark. So anyway, thanks, Mark. Appreciate that. Okay, so influence. Be a key person of influence. Get Daniel Priestley's book because you'll understand that online, people have to know, like, and trust you. You meet me in the grocery store. We have a great conversation. I ask for your card. I'm going to look you up. If I look you up and I don't find anything, it was just a good conversation. But if you give me content to go on a journey with you, I have a chance to get to know, like, and trust you because every single person has like a relationship bubble. And you have to get in there. It's about 150 people, but the brain will just block out what it doesn't know. So when you get to know somebody, you notice them. So if you're wanting people to get to know you, you have to put your content out there. Give them a chance to get to know, like, and trust you. And they see you on 4 different platforms. 4 different platforms. Could be a book, workshop, podcast, LinkedIn post, Instagram, workshop, webinar, you name it. It's got to be different because the brain, once it goes from 7-11-4, it just clicks. You're in that 150. Now people notice you. Now people notice that everything you put out there. And that's happened with me for the last couple of years because when Daniel Priestley puts content out, I notice it, I watch it. When Brendon Burchard puts out content, I notice it, I watch it. And that's what you want. You want to be noticed online and give people a chance to digest, consume you so they can know, like, and trust. So that's building your influence. So to recap, let's go back to, hold on, yeah. Okay. Hold on. I know I have it here. Doggone it. Okay. Let me just go back here. Hold on. I'll go back to the human drivers. Hold on here. Okay. Oh, doggone it. There's the human drivers. Why switch? I don't want to switch it in front of you there. Okay. Here, I want to give you a gift. Okay. Now, the gift of learning. That is the best gift you could ever get because the gift of learning always keeps giving because you understand personal development. You understand your personal growth journey and you'll never be the same because once you see the change that's possible, and I'm going to give you this course. It's 12 high performance habits mastery course. Clarity, energy, courage, productivity, and influence. Persuasion mastery, physiology, psychology mastery, purpose mastery, productivity mastery, and the last is how to apply all these. These are the 12 sessions that you can transform your life. The life to a brighter future, the life to the freedom that you want. Got to get clear. When you get clear, you're going to get more things done. You won't be distracted. Then when you get to the 6th influence, you're going to get an email from us. And we're going to invite you to join a live group coaching. 10 key person of influence, business-minded people, 5 of our wonderful veterans, and 5 youth. Together, you're better. Why do we do this? We want to continue your journey. Now, if you want one-on-one coaching, either monthly, twice a month, or once a week, that's available for you. That's available for you. And all you have to do is schedule a strategy session. You schedule a strategy session, your life will be changed. All right, hold on here. Let me get to it. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. PK.me/SS strategy session. SS. Now the gift. How do you get the gift? Go to PK.me/connect. You connect, use the word gift. Now, if you want to pay for the course, $300, we give $150 of it to charities. We have 4 charities that we give to. If you have the resources, you want to invest in yourself, do it. Get it. It'll be well worth it by tenfold. But if you want the gift and you want to apply yourself, you can. I'm going to give you the code GIFT, and that'll waive the $300 fee. That'll be my gift to you. Just apply it, use it, and change your life. Transform. The life to a brighter future and freedom is right around the corner. Start your journey today. So, if you'd like me to come in and speak to your group or organization, just put the word media right there, right where the connect word is. Put media and just inquire about me. Come and tell me what kind of group you have. Give me some specifics. We'll look at it and we'll get back with you. So be bold, make an